Hello everyone! Happy Sunday. We are back with Pariahs. Oh, how is everyone? How are you all? Well, that's a bit white, I'm a bit paler than usual. Probably because, in fact, we'll say it now. Buttons, there we go. That will do. Thank you for the support last Sunday. With it being my, the birthday stream. It was a long session, a very long session, and I apologise for being somewhat inebriated by the end of it. Just a little bit. I think it helped, though. I think it definitely helped. But yeah. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. Alright. I'm not going to ramble on for too long. We will just go straight into the usual scene. And, yeah. We'll bring in...
So...
Hello. Oh, go on. So...
Hello.
I was going to say, so, let's keep it under, 5 hours today, for sure.
Yeah.
6-hour session, let's go.
Alright. I'm just going to do a little bit of jiggery pokery with some volumes. Alright.
Oh, all your Discord volumes are fucking...
Yeah, Windows Update and all that shit.
Yay.
I can see on voice meter everything's like going red. It's all blowing up.
Everybody does seem a little louder
Peaky?
for me today. No, not peaky, just more volume.
Yeah. Joys of streaming once a week.
Yeah.
Ah, well. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Session 12? 13? 12. 13.
Did I fuck it up
13.
in the announcement? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It's 13.
You got the stream title right, so good job.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take that as a win.
Ah, I got the announcement right.
Nice. Alright. We know what we're doing, really. Ish. Kind of.
We're decent at improvising.
Yes, that works. That works. So, you know the first question I'm going to ask.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
That's yeah. Then followed by, in fact, who did frame Roger Rabbit?
I don't know, some muppet, I guess.
It's been too long since I've seen the show. Fuck.
Oh dear. Is the stream accessible? I hope so.
What do you mean by accessible?
Whether Ravon
He's
can
ripping
see it.
on. He's ripping on the word of the week from last week.
Oh,
Oh
by the way,
shit. Go on. Sorry, Lee.
Judge Doom
Thank you.
is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yes, so we did end it. In fact, you know what? It's gone. Someone tell me what happened last week. Quick rundown.
Cheers,
Cheers,
as usual.
Lucius.
So we started off surveying the carnage that we left, and then we decided, oh, yeah, we should probably just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, the sounds of people dying and mourning and being burned to death. It's probably just time to fuck off, right? So we split up and we headed our separate ways from the boss man. But not before we had to distract some people. Some more colourfully than others, right, Reza?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair enough.
I'm sure there was a word there of some description.
But yeah, we made our way back to the society with our little blue present that was hauled by Jed all the way there.
You skipped something that I think is super important to everything we've got going on here.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Jumplax tried to cast Mage Hand to get the anti-magic field thingy.
Oh. Yeah.
Why we gotta bring that back up again? I had forgotten.
I want it on the record today.
I mean, we do this once a week. I had forgotten what the orb did.
The anti-magic orb. What does it do again?
Exactly.
It drives our plot.
I just didn't want to touch you.
So
I mean, that's
you
fair.
tore the fucking orb out his pocket with your foot?
I just thought maybe, like, it didn't work on me. Because I'm so positive.
Carrying on.
Carrying on. But we made it to the society after that. To a very animated coroner. Who was very happy to have a new test subject.
Guest in his.
Oh yeah, in his accommodation that totally wasn't a dungeon under the grounds. So yeah, and from that we got order favor. Fucking the nurse tried it on with Vanya again, trying to cut off a finger. I mean, she gets something out of it, but still a terrible idea. Yeah, don't get fingered by the nun.
By the nurse.
By the nurse.
It works either way.
Yeah, it works either way.
Yeah.
Vanya also learned that Garrett could is adept at forging shit as long as he knows what it is he's forging and what it looks like. That's just a refresher for Jumps, just in case she fucking forgets.
I did, and I appreciate you reminding me. Can you go ahead and give me another breakdown of everything that I need to remember from that 5 hours? Because I'm not going to go back and rewatch that.
Isn't that what we're doing right fucking now?
Yeah, but if you miss something, I mean, just write it down for me.
All right. After that, we headed back to the Folly, where all of the drunkards were outside because the doors were locked. But everybody was home, safe and sound, thankfully. Vanya took to... How to phrase this? Recruit more of the downtrodden.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah.
Con artist that she is.
Yeah, con artist that she is. She gave them all the talk, which is
Yeah.
not what you think it is. Anyway.
Excuse you.
Yeah. And then we moved indoors to have a chit chat with the old boss man, and he was very pleased with how things went. He was very pleased, giving everybody drinks and money, and then we had a chat about the future, and he was like, "Well, I want that fucking pub because there's nobody left to defend it." And we were like, "Yeah, okay." And he was like, "As payment, I'll give you this pub." And we were like, "Okay, sounds cool." And then the next morning, off we went, tra-la-la-la-la, off to the pub
Yeah. For a nice pint.
for a nice pint.
Yeah. And just wait for all this to blow over.
Yeah, except
It didn't.
where the problem. And we ended up threatening a very nice man who I'm guessing is probably on his first ferry out of this shithole of the city.
That seems fair.
Yeah, it's pretty much what happened. We threatened
Yeah.
him. Yeah, and he was like, "Yep, that's fair. Fuck this shit. I'll sign Garrett's fucking bill of sale. Cool, I'm out." We told everybody to fuck off and went downstairs and we're like, "Oh, I wonder what's downstairs." And there was a dude downstairs. And a giant fucking, was it bronze golem? Copper golem. I can't remember if it was bronze.
We said
Oh,
bronze,
brass.
yeah.
Brass, that was
Was
it.
it brass?
No, so it was a bronze golem. Yeah, it was a bronze golem.
Close enough.
Same thing.
Those materials are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Bit of tin thrown in, but anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, well, Jed bonked him on the head. Bonk, down he went, and but not dead yet. And we defeated the golem, and then Reza was like, "Yeah, Vanya, just cast Zone of Truth, and we'll get the information out of him." It worked on her. Nobody else, just her.
No. She had a couple others with it.
Yeah, but nobody else said shit.
And nobody, yeah, that's right. Nobody said shit.
I was really drunk during that part of the stream.
So was I. I think most of us were. Well, a good number of us were.
But we learned a few things. Vanya's real name is Maria.
Mm.
Reza.
His real name is Maria.
Yeah.
How drunk
come
are
on.
you, Lucius?
Not enough. So yeah, and that she was hiding from the Crimson Court.
Mm.
Before
Which-
Jed was like, "You naughty girl, come with me."
Mm-hmm.
But then Reza was like, "Well, this dude that we were trying to question her too much. I gotta fucking kill him." And poor Cypher was like, "No, you shouldn't kill him. Also, biting Cypher's a pretty bad idea." And that's where we ended, with Cypher using the face of her brother to change her mind from murdering this poor little fuck. And she's got a mouthful of fucking Cypher blood.
I don't remember that last bit.
Nice.
You showing her face, her brother's face.
Her brother's face. Yeah.
Oh.
Shape change.
I remember it.
Shape
I-
change.
Yeah, that's what the shape change is there for.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh damn, ladies and gentlemen.
I had far too much last session. Far too much. I think
Poor bottle.
I was just in the old, birthday jovial attitude, and yeah, I went a little bit too ham. So,
Still didn't give us a fucking level up, though.
oh hell no.
God damn it.
That's not how
Get
this
your
campaign
shit hammered.
works.
I mean,
In that case, then, I dare say, we'll bring ourselves back to the basement of the thanked table. What sort of mood are we in? Are we tense or are we jolly now?
at the thing table,
Yeah.
I'd say it's still pretty tense.
Alright. With that then. I'll bring us back into the lower chambers of the thanked table. And Vara Taban's previous private quarters. The private bar and entertaining area just off to the side where Jed's dragged Vanya And obviously in the far chamber, Reza and Cypher, along with this currently injured, bewildered, robed-looking gentleman. And Garrett is off to the side, out of the zone of truth, sat on a table. How and who is doing what first? Was he? Did Reza snap his neck?
No.
I'm
She
not
went.
sure.
She went in to drain
She
him.
went to,
and
yes.
Cypher put his arm in the way to stop her, and she bit his arm.
That was it.
I thought she snapped his neck and then that happened. Okay.
She grabbed his neck and went in for the bite. And like we ended with Reza looking up at Cypher's face.
Okay.
Turning
Alright.
into her brother's face. And I
So-
called Lucius a fucking bastard.
So in that case then, we will pick up with this half drowsy cultist that having been dropped to the ground. Cypher, Reza, I'm going to put this back over to you two.
We okay?
In fact, we'll go with Cypher. What? Just as a reminder, what does everyone see stood before Reza?
Only his face has changed. It's just Cypher in his usual clothes, but with the you have the image of a very handsome blonde fellow. You have that saved somewhere.
I do.
Terrence.
I am grabbing
it would be
now.
Terrence's face, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he apparently is the spit and dabs of Reza's brother. And that's all we know of him, actually. What he we know what he looks like. We don't know what he's. And he's just kind of looking at Reza with a pleading face, just to stop.
She's Reza's just kind of staring up into Cypher's face, and just only Cypher can see this, but her eyes are starting to get like that glistening, misty sort of sheen before somebody starts crying. So she throws down the cultist and moves away and out of the zone of truth, and just stands against the wall with her back to all of them.
The cultist is on the ground. He's now starting to come to a little bit. He's just, what? He looks up towards Cypher, sees this blonde-haired, rugged-looking man.
He was
Grabs
saying
hold of his-
nothing. He's blindfolded.
He just sees nothing. He reaches a hand out towards him and grabs hold of Cypher's clothing.
His
He
hands were
doesn't.
tied.
His fingers are tied together.
All right. In that case, he
he's
does
gagged.
fuck all and just mumbles.
Yeah, that's that. He did.
Cypher puts just a finger on his forehead and goes, "Stop wriggling." Okay, and you're gonna nod or shake your head, okay?
There's a brief moment before slowly the cultist pushes his head forward in a gesture of a nod. Yes, understood.
Okay, I'm gonna take the blindfold off. And possibly the gag. If you try anything, you die. Understand?
There's a brief moment of understanding before a single nod returns in response.
Cypher, he'll take off the blindfold. And as he gets a look at the face slowly starts to droop until you see Cypher's natural face, milky-eyed, pale skin, no lips, and he's just staring at him.
Roll me an intimidation check with disadvantage. Seven. For a brief moment, as your face begins to sag and reform back to your normal look. Did you take the man's blindfold off? You did, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. You seem to notice that as he's looking at you, there isn't the usual horrified response of someone who's never seen this before. It's his eyes twinkle, and you get the sense that this man may have seen something similar before, and he's not fazed by it. He's concerned for his life, but he doesn't have the usual horrified response
More of a,
that you would expect.
What's that doing here? Sort of look.
Yes, yeah, a bit, what's unusual?
Cypher will
Why are you
cock
here?
his head and be like, huh. Interesting. And he's gonna just slowly take out the gag.
As the gag's slowly removed, the man just casts a glance around the room, first to Cypher, then over his shoulder towards the Reza who's got her back to him. And last but not least, he glances over Cypher's shoulder towards Garrett and slowly nods. I see there is no way out of here for me. So, ask your questions and let me guess. I answer and you will spare my life, yes? That's how these things go.
No.
Man arches a
Not
brow.
even in the slightest. You just get to choose how painful your death is.
Garrett,
Do you understand?
Cypher, both of you roll me a perception check. And as Cypher speaks these words, the man just begins to glance around and a tongue protrudes out and he licks his lips and...
Or perception.
yeah, perception please, Garrett.
Sorry, mate. I thought he said.
Is that all right? Yeah, no. 10. At the very last minute, Garrett, you would notice that as this man's tongue is starting to dip out of his lips, it goes a little bit to the left towards one of his front teeth. And he seems, without saying anything, just glancing around, just flicking this tooth with his tongue. As if trying to dislodge something.
Can I jump forward and try and stop him?
You see it. Go for it.
What do you want me to roll for that?
You saw it. I'm not. He's still bound and tied up. It's not like he can resist.
I push his head back, instantly manifest a side blade, and just hold his tongue down away from his tooth.
He's like, your roll was higher than his 9. All right.
And with my other hand, I go into my tinker's kit and pull out a small pair of pliers.
All right.
I guess he chose the painful way.
As you quickly have a look round, you notice that there is a small orb on the back of his tooth, which you extract via whatever means Garrett would deem necessary. And as
Slowly.
this slowly and unpleasantly, but with that, the man just drops his head down, spits out blood for a moment, and just exhales deeply, a dejected sigh, knowing that his last fail-safe had now been disrupted, and he just spits out through a mouthful of blood, "Life. What do you want to know?"
Who are you? Who are you working for? What help did you have? Do we expect any more?
Who am I? There was once a great scholar by the name of Galon, which I was here, cast out from the orders of the North. They cared not for my magic, so I came down here. What's known as, well, renegade. And I am alone. Just one of Taban's lackeys, infusing her coins with magics and, well, what other arcane arts that she deemed necessary.
Your handiwork then, yeah? Interesting. And you don't have any ties to the court other than Taban?
Court? No, if, well. And he looks up towards Cypher with these hateful eyes and spits out, "Someone like you would know what the court does to those who are magically inclined, yes? The court knew nothing. I got information from Taban on the court, and in return, well, I worked for her. With her.
Is he telling the truth?
I would say certainly, more than 6 seconds have passed. I will do another, because the Zone of Truth is still up.
Okay.
Because that lasts for 10 minutes. So, wisdom saving throw. We'll do this out in the open. You can roll me an insight check. Oh, so close.
Come on, Lucius. Fuck.
You're not sure. You are not sure. What you are certain of, though, is that he is pretty resilient to spells of the mind. So there could potentially be some truth to it.
So you were working with Taban for information on the court?
Mm-hmm.
Such as?
You have already decided my fate. So, just get it over with, eh?
No. No. No.
'Cause all you lot are just fucking lackeys to the court yourselves, aren't you? And you just see him jut ahead over towards Reza. That's why Taban wanted to stamp you fuckers out. Ain't that right? So I am not telling you jack shit.
Okay. First, we're gonna cut out your tongue. And then your eyes. And we're gonna cripple your hands so you can't use magic ever again. And then I'm gonna keep you in a deep dark hole. And once a week, my friend over there, and he points at Reza, is gonna come down and use her as a personal little blood bag. but just enough so you don't die. Just enough.
I'm not even going to ask for a roll on that one. I felt intimidated with it. So, the man's complexion immediately pales. His eyes go wide and... Well, in that case then, if that's what you've decided... And he just bows his head in quiet resignation.
You're not fun at all. I guess you do want to die.
By this point, you know, he kind of seems pretty set on, you know, thinking you a lot are in leagues with the court. And he clams up completely, just shuts down.
Cypher's gonna be like, well, if words fail, then at least we'll get something out of you. And Cypher's shadows start showing up one by one behind him. And there's the little child, the little helpful one.
Yep.
His normal one, that is his that's his shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And then a towering monstrosity, which is the aggressive one, with tentacles and stuff, just rears up.
Yeah.
And just starts, piece by piece, tearing away shadow and consuming it, bit by bit by bit. And he's slowly just gonna die, and Cypher's gonna turn into him.
Oh no! Okay, so what I'm going to do for the moment is head back to Vanya and Jed. And just as we head over there, Vanya, Jed, you just begin to hear this almighty shriek behind you. As what can only be described as slurping mixed with the horrific sound of crunching as Cypher's shadows just begin to eat the cultist's own shadow. And while doing that, the body of the cultist also just begins to be eaten away, blackening out until there's nothing left. But, Vanya, Jed, what's going on with you two?
Well, Jed's just standing there watching Vanya, and we're listening, or I'm listening to Jed is listening to the things that are going on in the room, and he just kind of has it's not really disgusted look on his face. It's a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
And he looks at Vanya, or yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I'm done.
No. Okay. She's gonna hear the same sounds, and she's gonna turn and kind of look back, and then meet Jed's gaze, and says, "Do you think they need me?"
I think I'm not letting you back in that room unless you kill that zone of truth.
Well, really need that finger. Okay, I'll kill it.
So Jed's gonna trust that Vanya shut down the zone of truth. He has no other real way of knowing anyway. So
not till you walk into it. Vanya, do you?
Yes, she does.
All right. How does it look as you cancel out the zone of truth? What do you do?
She bites her lip and looks like she's just concentrating really hard with one eye squinted. Like just real tensed up. And then finally, like, she's just like, "Ugh," and then releases.
Jed
Garrett,
looks at her
Cypher.
and asks her.
Sorry, I was going to say, Garrett, Cypher, you would feel this, this energy just disperse. Go on, Jed.
Jed looks at her and asks her if she just shit herself.
She's just gonna say, and she kind of like looks down. She's like, no, I don't think so. And then she
Alright.
sniffs her armpit. She's like, no.
Okay, all right. Let's get back in there. And then Jed starts to walk past Vanya into the room.
All right. As you step into the room, you see. In fact, go on. I'll let Garrett, Cypher, and Reza explain what you see.
Is the process still happening when they walk in, or is it finished by the
I
time
would
they
say
get
it finishes just as they walk in.
in? Well, as they walk in, the robes and whatever was left in it just crumbles. There's a flurry of black dust from where the body used to be, and Cypher's taken on his form completely.
Vanya is gonna. Do you guys remember my finger?
I convinced her not to do the deal last week.
But it's not my finger.
It's in there somewhere, and he kicks the pile of fucking black and ash.
I would say, it's not going to get rid of the bones. There would be some blackened bone there, but definitely no finger in one piece. As this charred skeleton hit the ground, the vast majority of it just burst. Some of it broke like charcoal. Other parts ruptured into dust. So you may be able to get a few knuckle bones if you're lucky, but not much. No
So
intact finger.
So she's gonna go up and she's gonna be kind of like rummaging through, and then notice whenever she doesn't get like a finger, and just be, and then says nothing. She's just disappointed.
I mean, you could put it all in a jar and trade it in.
You think that would work?
I mean, it's really weird, right? They like weird stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Anybody get a jar? I can get this tankard over. So she's gonna scoop it up just in case.
Okay. Just grab one of the tankards off the table and scoop up a mug of desiccated human remains. Nice.
And with a shudder, Cypher will turn back into his usual form.
All right. Of course you would.
Of course, well, just to fuck with you.
You just I'm gonna go through all the fucking tokens again now. So good.
Can we, Reza, can we see, like, are you still misty-eyed, like, emotionally?
Her back is
looking?
to everyone, and her hood is
Okay.
up.
Well, all right. Now what? Back to Asmund? Let him know we got him a new place.
Yeah.
Before we leave, this is Taban's personal quarter.
Oh, little searching, huh?
Well, Mac had one of those all,
Ooh.
which she took. So maybe that's down here in one of the rooms we haven't searched.
Okay. We'll go search, and you go to Vanya. You should go apologize to Teresa.
What about?
Never mind.
I'll go talk to her. I mean, but do you think I crossed a line?
All of them.
Is somebody gonna go with me?
No, I already got bit once. The Cypher cradles his arm, and he's like, I'm up.
Vanya's going to approach her, but kind of keep her distance.
All right. Which order do you want to do this in? Do you want to do the search first and Vanya and Reza second, or vice versa?
Search first.
Okay. So there's an easy way for me to do this, and Cypher knows what it's going to be.
I'm gonna wander around until I fucking feel a stupid thing.
Yeah, literally that room you're in. At the far end of the table there is a small lockbox, and when you get within what's the range, 15 feet of it, yeah, you'd immediately feel this anti-magic field pushing against you. So yeah, if you were disguised, you'd have dropped it.
So as soon as I start going slack-faced, I back up. point at Garrett. I was like, "It's over there! It's over there!"
Okay, move out of range of his side.
The Cypher's gonna fuck off out the way.
Garrett.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and unlock the lockbox.
All right. So while you're doing that, just run me a quick sleight of hand, and I'll come back to you in a second. Jed, as you step into the other room, what do you start doing?
I mean, Jed's unsubtle. He's just gonna start turning everything over. Every fucking barrel, every cup, the sheets, toss the bed, like bull in a china shop.
Yeah. As you upend the bed, there is a large stash of what can only be described as Anvara's personal loot. There's a few sacks of silver coins, a lot of old vintage bottles of liquor, along with various gemstones, rings, amulets, baubles. Baubles. Hey, there were lots of baubles under the bed.
The second you said rings, I was like, and here we go.
I can't help it. Rings, amulets, and baubles.
I miss Barca.
So, you basically find Anvara's personal treasure trove stashed under her bed. It's not exactly hidden. It's there. It's like open-topped wooden crates. Like the 6 to 8 inch tall, enough to slide under a bed, but no lid on it.
Okay.
Along with a few other scrolls, leather-bound journals, and various documents.
Jed's gonna stuff his pockets with whatever he can, and the rest of the shit he's gonna pile into a pile on the bed sheet and wrap it up and carry it over his back like Santa Claus.
Like a ginger Santa. So just slightly dirty ginger Santa. It's at this moment, Garrett, that you would be able to pop open the lock. So this lockbox is roughly about 10 inch long, 6 inch deep, and again 6 inch high. The lock is a multi-barreled lock. It's pretty tight, and it does take quite. Oh my god! Fuck's sake, these. So as you begin, in fact, how would you go about opening a lock?
Start by unpacking my thieves' tools, and using one the thieves' tools as a pick, and then manifesting my dagger, my side dagger,
Yep.
into the
You
knife
can't.
that Mac. I can't. Yes, you're a good point. So I use the standard pick because they're just normal metal.
Yep.
Start working at the lock, inserting like a little shim feelers all around the outside, checking for trap
And it is
wires.
that moment where, as you begin to just put a little bit of force into the lock, you feel something catch, which on most locks shouldn't be there. And it does seem to be that there is some form of mechanism, not a magical trap, but there is something in there that could, go off should you open the chest.
Can I disarm the trap?
The 15. Roll me a twist of fate.
Oh God.
This is not so much. It's not so much whether it goes off. It's not a crit fail. It's just on a, as you begin to put tension into this lock, you notice that with what you've currently got available, no, you wouldn't be able to just open it without setting it off. If
And we didn't find a key or anything on her body.
No.
Okay, well, I'll leave it as.
Roll me a quick insight check. Someone's just been through their goods and he's just basically walked out and fucked off without even checking on you.
Well, yeah.
So there isn't a key in your immediate vicinity. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check the other room where Jed's trashed the fucking place.
Alright, so to cut it short, basically all of the shit that Jed gathered into the, all of the various gems and all of the items, he's put into the bed sheet and thrown over his back. So yeah, you spend a minute or two just having a glance around the room, but you immediately notice that Jed has just completely turned the place over. So yeah, without asking for any rolls, because it just seems slow and silly. Jed's got the key in his bag.
Oh, you big drunkard! Have you got a key in all that stuff you've taken?
Huh? Oh, hold on, let me check. Jed sets his big sack on the floor. Giggity. Opens it up, looks around through all the shit, and I'm assuming he does find a key because you said I got
Absolutely. Yeah.
it. Yeah, Garrett, I got a key right here. And Jed
And I'll wander
hands
up and take it.
Yeah, Jed hands it to Garrett.
At this point, I would imagine Jed is just looking at the bottles on the counter.
You goddamn right he is. Smelling them, making sure they're still all right.
Yeah, they're all fine. It's not cheap shit that you would find out at Folmar's brewery, that's for certain. All right, Garrett, as you trudge back down the corridor, I would imagine swearing under your breath.
Oh yeah. In many different languages.
You get back to the box with the key in hand. You see a certain notch into the key, and obviously, as it's inserted into the lock, the box flips open, and inside there is the very familiar sight of a small black orb that seems to have several swirls that cross its surface, and obviously it's an anti-magic orb.
Oh, take that, and then I shall put it in Jed's fucking sack of goodies.
Fair.
All right. Reza, Vanya, you just hear this crashing and chaos behind you, and as Jed's storming out, and then you see, or at least hear, Garrett shout to Jed, go down the corridor, come back muttering something, and then once again, back down the corridor. So with that, over to you two.
It's not gonna phase Vanya. Oh, sorry. Timer. My turn. I don't know if you guys heard that or not.
No.
So she is going to, kind of keep her distance from Reza, and she's gonna say, "I feel like your past has you down. Challenge yourself not to let yesterday take up too much of today."
Is that all you say?
Yes.
Solution, I'm going to take some artistic license here.
Absolutely.
So, as Vanya looks at Reza, she almost seemed like hunched over, like withdrawn into herself, hood up. And as soon as she finishes saying those words, Reza will whip around and in seconds be directly in front of her face and grab her by the throat and pull her close to her own face, which nobody has ever seen Reza look like this before. Right now, she looks every inch a vampire. Her eyes are black. Her face is pale, and her teeth are like stabbing into her lower lip, so like there's blood dribbling down her chin. And she just stares at Vanya for a solid 30 seconds before she says, "You don't talk to me," and then throws her to the side and starts to walk out.
So Vanya's gonna be like, I don't think you heard me correctly, and she's gonna use telepathic.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
I think, and she's gonna say, "I think it's just a misunderstanding. I said challenge yourself to not let
Reza
yesterday
sends
take
back
up
an
too much
image
today."
of Reza ripping her throat out and drinking her blood, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a misunderstanding.
And she continues to walk.
Vanya, you are left alone in this small, damp chamber. Just the sound of the occasional bottle clanging from further down the hall, and Reza's footsteps.
And in her mind, Vanya's like, she just misunderstood what I was saying. She didn't take it as positive. Okay, I'll have to take a different approach. I'm gonna let her cool off. Okay, should I call her Maria? No. Reza? No. Okay. And she's gonna head back to the group.
Oh, dear me.
She's gonna pass by. Excuse me.
I just said she kept walking, and she's upstairs now, sitting at the bar, drinking a bottle of the finest liquor in the establishment.
So, Vanya, you come up to the small private bar. Reza, nowhere to be seen. You just see Garrett Cypher and Jed sat around the lower bar, and you would hear the heavy, agitated footsteps of Reza storming up the wooden stairwell back to the first floor of the thank table.
So she's gonna talk to the group. There might have been a misunderstanding. And if you guys could kind of help me out.
I mean, I tried. And he slaps his hand on the table, killing the spider. And he goes, got it. I tried. And, but.
Jed's just gonna ignore her, basically. Keep his back turned to her and just keep sniffing bottles and taking little bitty sips every once in a while.
You says he's sorry? Leg dangling out his mouth, still twitching.
Aww.
What?
Did you say you're sorry?
I mean, not those words exactly. I just kind of was trying to help her get over her past, basically.
Jed puts her bottle down real quick. She made it worse. And then he goes back to what he was doing.
If you find like a really, really good bottle, can I have it so I can give it to her?
I'll think about it.
You know you only had to see it 2 words, right?
2 words.
Yeah.
What
I
are
fucked
those?
up is 3 words.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use, so I
Shut
should
your
go up
mouth.
there.
That's hungry.
That's 3.
You
that's
don't
3
even
words.
realize what you've done, do you?
I've figured out her real name. She's just looking perplexed at Garrett.
You invaded her privacy. She had no defenses against the questions you asked. People do not lay bare what's in their hearts unless they want to and trust the people around. You removed that decision from me, from the whole group.
Not me. I can't lie to you at any moment. Just saying.
But technically, I was asked, and then you guys trust me, right?
No.
Not
don't.
even slightly.
I mean, I haven't ever stolen from you. I haven't lied to you.
You have. You've stolen secrets, which are more valuable than money.
Well, that's a technicality because of like this whole zone of truth thing. I mean, semantics, right?
I would get out of my sight really quickly. I don't even want to look at you right.
Slaver's got to grab my hand. And go, come on.
Sorry, Cypher's taking who by the hand?
Vanya by the hand.
Vanya,
He's like,
okay.
come on. Time to go.
The Cypher, Vanya, you two make your way up the wooden stairwell to the first floor. Garrett, Jed, any closing comments?
Jed, give me a ball.
Oh shit!
Jed's been sampling, so he knows which one's the good one, and he hands it over to Garrett.
Your good health. And Garrett takes a big old swig of from the bottle.
Jed
Trusting
does,
just judgment in this.
Jed does the same.
All right. So, unless there's anything anyone wishes to add, don't gamers, goddammit, where's Elron? Where is Elron? Yeah, I mean, I would imagine Vanya, Cypher, you make your way up to the top floor where you find Reza. And are you approaching her or are you giving her a bit of space?
No, Cypher's like, no. Oh, wait. That way.
Reza does look like her normal self again, but she is not paying any attention to the people walking by her.
All right. So, the next 15, 20, 30 minutes pass with you all awkwardly drinking in your small groups. Garrett and Jed downstairs in the private bar, Reza on her own, and Vanya and Cypher doing Vanya and Cypher things.
Okay, fair.
Before eventually you all begin to come to the realization that you should probably go and let Asma know that, you know, the job's done.
Job's done.
Job's done. So I guess my main question is, are you going back as a group or are you all going to make your way back separately?
Well, Cypher's not traveling with the anti-magic fucking stone for a start.
I would say that if Garrett and Jed came up and were like, yep, time to go back, Reza would fall in with them.
Vanya's just gonna follow Cypher around because she feels like he's her only friend right now.
Jed's happy with Jed's happy with just sitting and drinking, so he'll sit down there until Garrett leaves.
Yeah. Come on, big man. Let's get back to the folly.
Oh, all right. Jed begins to gather up his haul.
You're not going to leave all those bottles there, are you? You might as well. Put a few in your bag.
I mean, it's a good point. It's a good point. I already got quite a little haul here, but you know what? A couple extra wouldn't hurt me. And Jed, you know, he doesn't take long. He just grabs a few choice bottles and sticks them in the bag with the others.
Every
As
single.
you know, better than the stuff in the folly.
I was about to say, every single bottle you pick up and put in your sack, you just seem to have this imaginary visage of Asmund just going, "You're stealing my stock, you bastards!"
Yes, I am.
Asmund don't know. Asmund don't know.
Ain't the first time I got free booze.
Oh dear. All right. So
And,
yeah,
Sorry.
no, go on.
I was gonna say, as Jed walks, he clanks, right? Because he's got a fucking bunch of stones and bottles and a bed sheet, so he's making a lot of racket as he walks around.
Garrett's got his bottle. It's only had one mouthful out of, and he stows it in his pack.
It's one more than normal. It must have been a day. So, with Garrett and Jed making their way up to the top floor and giving a nod to the rest of you to depart, you all begin to gather whatever trinkets, belongings, or other items from the thank table that you want, and make your way out of the door back into the Polter district.
Well, I'm going to take the keys and lock up on the way out.
All right, yeah. Ain't smart.
That's a nice detail, Lee.
It's a pretty important detail. Yeah.
I've just bought this bitch. I'm locking it up.
So with the thank table keys, you do a quick once over all the doors and lock them all. And with the final closing of the two large, ornately decorated wooden doors to the front of the thank table, slip the padlock in, clank it shut, and begin to make your way back through the Polter district towards Market Row and, of course, the Baron's Folly. Now, after would say 20, 30 minutes walking through the Polter district. Are you taking the main road or are you going down the back streets?
Oh, bags.
Back streets. All right.
We've got a bag full of loot. We don't really want to be into the water.
Oh, Lee. Oh, Lee.
He ruins all your fun.
No. Not this time. It's at this point where you begin to, as you're making your way through the back streets, you begin to hear the what can only be described as screams of panic, shouts of terror echoing from just around the corner. And as you take a moment to stop and look at yourselves, a small group of commoners just begin to sprint around the corner towards you all. And the only words you can really hear from the man in front, this cacophony of screams, is "Run! Run, you fools! Run!" And it's at this moment you see what can only be described as a giant chitinous beetle with several blades just also following these commoners down the back alley.
What?
Sounds like a them problem. Let's run.
Garrett, what the fuck is that?
I have no idea. Never seen something like that before, but it
Roll me
does
initiative.
look-
I'll let you roll a quick sort of investigation check or a nature check, whichever you prefer.
Prior to or outside of initiative order?
Yeah, outside of initiative order.
I'll roll a nature check.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we get. Jed 19.
No fucking way.
It's 19. Holy shit. Reza 12. Garrett 21. All right. Cypher, Vanya? Vanya, no idea.
Wait, Jed's got the anti-magic thing, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm way too close, Jen. Hold.
Yeah, if you want to relocate quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 15 foot radius on the anti-magic orb. I know. No, sorry. Yeah, it is 15.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
10.
No, it was. You're right. No, it was 10 last encounter. So yeah, go for 10.
Oh, okay.
Cypher, you rolling a check?
No, Cypher's too busy. He's just like, oh, that's cool.
Staying exactly 10 feet outside of
Yeah.
Jed's range.
Yeah.
So Garrett and Jed, you've been around Novostoya for quite a while. These things are known as savages. They are basically usually confined within the sewers of Novostoya. Typically, they're just... Go on.
This is a real animal.
This is a real animal. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, this is its nickname is a Savager. You don't know its true name, but
True.
typically these things are smaller than this, probably about 2 foot long maximum. Tend to live in the sewers of Novostoya and feast on whatever filth and detritus is down there. So one of this size,
Abnormal.
slightly abnormal. Yeah. What I will also say is that you do hear down the corridor, as if something's chasing it, the sound of heavy metal clanking. So, roll me initiative.
Sounds I cannot.
Yeah, I can't
The
either.
button's not working.
Is it not working? All right, my bad. In that case, then. Not sure why. I have to have a look into that one.
Is there a combat encounter?
There is, yeah, definitely combat encounter. Oh, Vanya's just nipped to the loo, so we're throwing a bit of RP while. In fact, what's it? An hour and 15. Yeah, do you want to call a quick pee break before we get stuck into this?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll call a quick BRB there. Also, Johnny Irish, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the party. Yeah, I'll catch up with the Twitch chat for a bit since we've got a minute. So, very quickly, Miss Silent Kill, hello, how are you today? And Bleak Season, welcome back, mate. How's things on your end? What VTT is this? I use Foundry as my main VTT of choice, which I think. Ooh, I've got a command for it. I have, yes. So yeah, I use Foundry, just with a fair few modules to spice it up a little bit, make it look a little interesting. Couple that with the the stream overlay. Yeah, but no, I appreciate the follow. Thank you, Johnny. But yeah, tokens. Most of my tokens come from a chap by the name of Greg Bruni. Again, a lot of the links are in the bio below. Well, yeah, it makes for a nice immersive experience, I'd like to think. Welcome back. Let's put that up quick.
Now, Solution, where do a lot of the maps come from?
Well, not a lot of them, but slowly expanding. I do. Some are mine, yes. But no, I mean, there's a plethora of talented cartographers out there in the world. And this one's from Animated Dungeons, I believe.
By the way, I'm here. I never left. I already paid.
Oh, cool. Welcome back.
Yeah, and while we're on the subject, has everybody heard of Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime?
Wow. You're going to sell me out like that. Welcome back, Vanya.
Yes.
Welcome back, Vanya.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Packaging up my milk.
Nice. Well, it's you to go first.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta, I guess, reset my carousel because I didn't see our initiative on there.
That is a good point.
Oh, so did it actually work? Because none of my
No.
initiative rolls didn't pop up.
He rolled for us.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So, upon making your way into this alley courtyard, you see this group of commoners just running towards you, screaming, as this giant beetle basically bursts, knocking cart over. A few barrels are scattered across the cobbles, and yeah, you have no idea what this is. Some of the others do.
So you said there was a clattering metal sound coming from behind it, though?
Yes.
Do we feel like that could be the city guard trying to chase it down?
Who knows? Vanya, over to you.
So Vanya has no idea what that is, but she's going to try to get closer and hopefully it doesn't see her. So she is going to go 15 feet this way, back around this way, and then she is going to use her dash.
All right, cutting through the tent, you knock a few crates of vegetables over from one of the cellars before emerging on the other side.
And she's just going to post up right here because she feels like she's got a good angle. And then
Alright.
that's it for her.
Okay. Next up, Reza.
Rose is gonna plant her feet and attempt a pinning shot on it.
All right.
I don't have a special button for that, right? I just say that's what
Yep.
I'm trying to do. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Strength saving throw. It's a pretty big creature. I'll roll it in the open for you all. As you send this arrow out, it just ends up hitting part of the exoskeleton of this beetle and just shoots off. It's at that point where it rears up, and you notice that it appears to have metal blades almost bolted or riveted onto its front legs, and it turns towards you, Reza. And with that being a crit,
Alright.
it's gonna start scuttling forward as it catches up with the first commoner. He's immediately cut down.
Alright, well, since Dread Ambusher, she's gonna fire again as her
Okay.
bonus action.
Go for it. .23 certainly hits.
And I called this an aim shot.
You did. Versatile damage.
So versatile.
That's not bad.
And that's my turn.
All right. As the arrow's let loose, you end up skewering it into a section just below its thorax. The beetle emits this unpleasant howl as it still just begins to make its way fixated on you, Reza. Cypher, over to you.
Yeah. I will throw out that Reza
Oh,
is just doing all this, like, expressionless, like, just routine. She's just following the motions.
Mm-hmm.
Cypher's gonna move 20 feet over here, so he's up high
Okay.
and out the fucking way, and he's just gonna throw a shadow bolt at it.
All right. A 17 is enough.
17.
Yep. Oh.
1 damage.
Oh.
One damage.
One whole damage. It, as this bolt of shadow just blasts into into the Savager, it just doesn't seem to care. Any bonus actions?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
So, no.
Garrett.
I'm going to move my 30 feet over here,
Okay.
put myself in between Cypher and the big stabby-legged monstrosity,
Yep.
and I'm going to yeet a couple of psychic blades at it.
All right. First one skitters off its armor. Second one certainly goes through, though. That's not a bad roll, to be honest.
Not a bad roll at all.
No.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to
Yep.
cunning
action.
and take hide action behind these market stalls.
All right. I will say you probably have to go prone for that.
Mhm.
So if you're happy diving prone to hide behind them,
Yep.
then go for it. All right. The Savager itself will spend 10 feet of its movement just to start milling through some of the commoners around it as it just stomps through. The closest ones get carved in half by these metal blades on its forearm. Which will then reduce it to 20 feet of movement. So as it starts carving through, it will get to there. And yeah, it'll do the same for the rest. So yeah, as this savage just begins to make its way through this crowd, its eyes focused, compound eyes focused on Reza as these blades attached to its forearms or forelegs begin to carve a bloody path through this poor group. Jed, over to you.
Well, when Jed saw Reza fire the first arrow, he gently set down his loot. And then he sees this thing cutting a swath of carnage toward Reza. And Jed's going to charge in and get right in front of it. And go in swinging.
All right. $13 is not enough.
Is it?
As you slam the cudgel into it, you just don't seem to make a powerful connection. And you just slide away.
Well, Jed's in it to win it, so he plants his feet and raises his shield up in front of him.
All right. Vanya.
Vanya is going to target it, not really knowing just what's going on. It's just a gigantic thing, and she's like, let's give it razzle dazzle, you know.
All right.
So she's going to cast Arcane Kaleidoscope on it.
Go for it. $16's enough. So a point of damage, but if anyone else hits it, go on.
It's within Jed's thing, isn't it?
Its ass isn't. It depends on how technical he wants to be.
Jed put the bag down, like, here.
Jed put the bag down.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, good job, Jed. Good job.
All right, you know what?
Well,
no,
thank you, Lucius.
I think I may have, just for the sake of that, I will put this down there. Let's say that's the bag. That's the anti-magic area. All right, so yeah, as this jet of fluorescent neon colours blasts into the Savager with the arcane butterflies begin to cut through it. The next person to hit it, you do an extra 1d4 force damage to it. Any further actions, Vanya?
Yes, she is now going to target Reza to give Bardic inspiration.
Okay, what do you say?
Oh, wait, we haven't had a long rest, have we?
Not yet.
Or a short rest. Okay, so I can't give it to her. Man, I was hoping that I could do that so that I could save some face, make some friends. But she's going to move closer to this column right here and up on this table.
All right.
And that is it for her turn.
Reza.
Aim shot.
All right. You begin to, at this point, hear this clatter of metal getting closer and closer. 15's not enough. Just not enough. The arrow
All right.
skitters off this creature's armor.
Okay. not going to do a bonus action, so I'm going to call that her turn, but I forgot to, do that
Okay,
last
yeah,
time,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just going to do that, yeah.
Go
So
for it.
that's my turn.
Sure. Cypher.
No, that won't work on it. I'm just gonna go to old-fashioned shadow bolt.
All right. That will certainly do it. Come on, better than a 1.
Damages. Plus 1d4, yeah.
Plus 1d4, yes. That's better. That'll do.
6 damages.
All right. You end up blowing a part of its shell off on its abdomen, and it just begins to rear up. The 2 blades pointing towards Jed. Any further action, Cypher?
No.
Garrett.
Okay. Garrett's going to stand up from his hidey hole.
Okay. Hidden, out of sight. It's not noticed you.
And I'm going to throw some psychic blades at it.
All right. As you emerge from the table. Granted, the vast majority of the bread here wouldn't be nice, soft white bread. It would be stuff that's pretty unpleasant, pretty coarsely ground. 16 is just enough.
Cool. Right.
For 7 points.
And we will use the
Sneak
old
attack
sneak attack.
for another 7.
And we'll follow up with the other dagger.
All right. These 2 psychic blades, yeah, that hits as well. Shoot out. The first one rips through its one of its legs, blasting out a good section of flesh. The second one then buries itself into its thorax cavity. At this point, it just seems to stagger. It looks pretty beat up, pretty rough. Any further actions, Garrett?
No.
All right. In that case, the Savager is going to go in on Jed
Yay!
with its. Let's have a look. Claw. There we go. Claw first will go into him. Oh. Bear with me.
Okay, we're buried.
Yeah. I didn't set one thing up. There we go. That's better. All right. So, as the first claw swings down towards Jedediah.
That's a hit. I'm
That's
gonna
a hit.
react with parry.
Okay. Boom. 1, that would take your AC up to 19. Oh, just not enough.
Damn.
As you bring the shield up just a fraction of a second too slow. And with that, I really shouldn't have that. Damage. Oh my god.
Thank Christ! Oh man!
Was that a D12?
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
I can't automatically apply the damage either. That's weird. That's fun.
So as the first claw comes striking down towards Jed, it is quickly followed by a second.
Yay!
The second claw with it having 13 doesn't hit.
No.
God damn it! All right, Jed, over to you. The 2 claws just bury into the mix of dirt and cobble beneath you.
So Jed's just gonna yell "fucker" at it and try to beat it off of him.
All right. 18. Yep.
Yay!
With its claws buried in the ground, you get a solid strike.
Okay. I think that's it for me.
It's at this moment where, from the alley, from where this creature came.
Take that out. That was a misclick.
So good. You see, round the corner, a group of heavily armed and armored soldiers burst into the scene.
Well, shit.
The soldier at the back just calls out, "Keep that damn thing pinned down! Good fucking work, we'll deal with the rest of it. Just leave it there." Vanya.
Vanya is so these sacks over here. Is this like sacks of flour or?
Yeah, it'd be food stuff, so potatoes, flour, various vegetables, things like that.
All right, so she's gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And is first she's gonna move up a little bit because she's gonna make sure that she's within range, and she's gonna pick up the sack of flour and drop it on like the cluster of eyes of the creature.
All right.
To blind it, or to attempt to blind it. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, let's go with the. It's a sack of flour. So as the mage hand for a moment begins to. It's a pretty big sack. Let's go with.
That's what she said.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
She just wants the 10-pound sack.
Yeah. All right. So let's say that the mage hand just dives into the sack and just scoops up a handful of flour. Heads over towards it. Just roll me a charisma. I guess no. Let's go for an arcana. Just roll me a quick arcana check. All right, I will say that's fine. As the mage hand dips into this bag of flour and emerges, what does it do?
It just has this flour just piled up, just a little occasional, have a little bit of drip as it goes, because you can see like a line of where the flour was coming from, and it's gonna take it, and it's it has just imagine whenever you're shoving a pie in someone's face. That's what this hand is doing to this cockroach or whatever you're calling this thing.
So as the mage hand with his flour just slams into the face of the savager, flour bursts out into its eyes, and all of a sudden it just begins to it rears back, face white, looks like it's been snorting something it shouldn't have done, and I will say it's blinded.
All right, and then she's gonna move back onto this table, and that's it for her.
All right, Reza.
Oh, City Watch just told her to stand down.
City Watch said, "Keep it there."
Oh, they said keep it. Oh, that's right. They said keep it there. Okay, so she'll fire at it then, because if it's dead, it won't move. Another aim shot.
All right. Oh,
that doesn't hit.
Dice rolls tonight. The other arrow at range, the angle's just not enough, and it just ends up skittering up from the angle.
Yeah, that's it.
Cypher.
First of all, I want to point out the hypocrisy of something undead seeing if it's dead, it doesn't move. Just putting that out there.
That was Callie talking. Thank you.
Okay. Cypher is going to... It's going to make like Garrett and just throw a fucking dagger at it. Yeah.
Alright.
Smart.
Because he sees the guard and Garrett's told him, don't do magic in front of the guard. So he's like, dagger.
Oh, sorry. Can I retcon some movement real quick?
Of course you can. That dagger... Go on, Reza.
for my bonus action, she's going to move up here and pick up the sack of loot and move back with it.
Okay. All right. Cypher, explain what happens to this dagger. That's not enough.
It misses completely. Like it just goes flying and skids off the cobblestone, like down the street, like not even close. Like he releases it completely wrong, and it ends up down a different alleyway, down to his right or something. He's just like, fuck.
Any further actions, or are that you done?
That's me. I'm gonna start looking for my dagger.
Garrett.
Okay. Garrett is. What's Garrett? Garrett's going to move up next to Jed.
Okay.
And using the big fucking murder
Yep.
cockroach.
Yeah,
the
murder
shield
cockroach as a shield.
between the guard and him. He's going to stab it in the face with his side dagger.
All right. Smart. $11. Not enough, sadly.
But the other one's going to go in.
The other one will. Also not.
Yes.
As you kind of got one eye on the Savager and the other eye on the guards, and you just misjudged the timing by a split second. So the as the blade hits it's cockroach now, isn't it? The cockroach's armor, it's just not enough to sort of penetrate deep into it. But it's a bit late now. You got any further actions, Garrett? Any bonus actions?
Yeah, I'm going to cunning action again.
Okay.
Out of range, because I am all sorts of fucked.
Shit, yeah, you are.
Just going to move back.
Okay.
Out of range.
Savager. So, it's blind, which means it can't see, which means attacks have advantage against it, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Does that mean I had advantage against it with my shot?
Yep. Yeah, I said it was
Shit.
blind. Both of you did. It's going to actually waste its turn. So as this blast of flour hits it, the Savage just begins to try and claw, or at least wipe away with the size of its arm at its head. The mandibles just flicking out. You see a drop of saliva just hit the cobbles as it tries to wipe it all away, but it's not enough. Jed, over to you.
Well, Jed, seeing this thing is blind and trying to wipe its face off, is bobbing and weaving, trying to avoid those blades that are waving in front of him. And he's going to try to dive in and bonk it.
All right. $24 hits. For another 6.
And then as bonus action, I'm
Mhm.
going to drink a potion.
All right.
I'm going to drink... All right, I'll take it.
All right.
And then I'm
the
done.
Clattering of the City Watch. These aren't City Watch. As they're getting closer, you notice they are decked out in full plate mail. Incredibly wicked barbed swords. These are Novostoyan wardens. Basically, the army who have been drafted in as temporary police, and these guys just go straight into the back of the Savager. I'll just roll this 3 times. And all right, as they charge him, the first whip of the blaze just ends up carving through the back end of the Savager, but it's not enough to kill it, not enough to bring it down. And the warden captain just shouts out, "All right, Nelly, just bring the damn thing down, and there might be a reward for you, aye?" Vanya, over to you.
Well, since it can't see, still, right?
Correct. It failed its saving throw to wipe its eyes.
She's gonna run up to it. and use her her sword
Okay.
and try to stab it in one of the eyes.
All right. 60 no more.
Hey!
17 will do it. Two points of damage. You reach up with the rapier, and yes, you easily puncture one of the eyes, but it's not deep enough to enter its skull completely or kill it off. Oh.
And then she's gonna move the rest of her
Okay.
movement.
It will sweep towards you at disadvantage as you try and run away. So it hears you. Oh, as it hears the footsteps on the cobbles trying to retreat away, at the last minute, the savage just slashes out in the direction of the sound. Does it hit?
Yes.
Yes.
You were doing so well.
Oh,
I know.
that's
I thought I
bad.
could. I thought I could just, get away with it.
No, you are caught in the back as you turn to flee, Vanya, for 9 points of slashing damage.
Should have just stayed.
Yep. Reza.
Alright, so Reza sees that these are wardens. Would she know what a warden is?
Yeah, everyone knows the wardens. They are the military of Novostoya. They are the soldiers. They pretty much are straight under the command of the Crimson Court. If you need a problem stomping out, these are the guys you send in.
Right, so she is going to recognize that and try to stealthily take herself and the loot bag behind this situation here
Okay.
and hide.
Just roll me a quick. In fact, you're hiding. They're currently too busy trying to kill the Savager. I will say, yeah, I'll let you off with the same with Garrett.
All right,
It's
and
not gonna-
she
it's not
took
gonna
the
much
she
roll.
took the loot bag with her because she does
Yep.
not want them to know they have an anti-magic orb in this loot bag, nor the fact that she is a vampire.
All right.
So we doing the little hidey hoo, and that's my turn.
All right.
That's it.
Cypher.
Well, because Cypher's got 2 more daggers, he's gonna run up a little bit closer, yelling the entire way, dagger in hand.
All right.
Let's try this again. Yeah.
Advantage?
Oh,
yeah.
advantage.
Oh yeah, with advantage, yeah. I'll just roll a second attack, yeah.
Oh, you got it.
17, yeah!
Hey. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping you crit fail on that advantage roll.
I trip over for 2 damage.
All right. As you fling out this blade, a sort of a keggy-handed throw, the rotation just manages to dig into the joint of its arm at the last minute and buries itself deep into the savage.
More luck than judgment, but okay.
Pretty much. Any bonus actions?
Is looking smug a bonus action?
No. I'll let you do that for free.
Cool.
Garrett.
Okay. Garrett's going to run in.
Okay.
But I'm not going to use my side blades because those boys are far too close.
They are very close.
Mm-hmm. But luckily, I've got more tools.
Yeah. You bring out the Trojan bone knife.
Which
Oh,
again,
mate.
that's fuck all.
Oh no. You're put off by the wardens here. I'm so sorry.
And I'll just fucking cunning action and go back to fucking...
Yeah. Oh. Savage is going to turn around. It's just had its arse cut by the watch, or by the wardens even. So that thing will immediately spin around and go into them. As the claws come down, both claws are repelled by a mix of shield and armor from the wardens. Jed, over to you. Still blind.
Wow.
It's got its arse to you.
Hit it up the butt. Hit it up the
All
butt.
right. Well, I'm gonna keep trying to peg this thing.
Huh.
With my cudgel.
Yep. Oh, Garrett, you didn't roll with advantage.
I was targeting myself there, but
Yeah.
whatever.
5 damage, yes. As is enough. It had 4 HP. Good. What happens to it?
Well, as my characters typically do with monsters like this, Jed swings into its ass and breaks through its carapace and just coats himself and his weapon in whatever nasty, foul ichor
Yeah.
is back there. And then he's going to start cursing and trying to wipe his arm off.
So as you retract the cudgel, the corpse of this savage just lurches forward into the shield of one of the wardens, who immediately just bats it to the side. And as its body hits the ground, the 3 wardens in the shield wall just bring their swords up and immediately just impale it in the head. And with that, the creature is now dead. As the wardens retract their swords, pull it from the head of the savager, they glance around at the various corpses of the commoners that have all been carved down by the blades of this creature, and then they all begin to cast a glance over to the party gathered. The warden captain steps forward, looks around. Well, quite skilled. Managed to hold this thing back. Rare. Very rare.
Jed's still wiping the shit off of his arm and his weapon with whatever cloth is around. Yeah, well, it ain't our first kart race.
Well, he lowers his gaze towards Jed and then glances over the creature briefly. Normally, for a well-armed group such as yourselves, I would have to ask you questions as to why the fuck you're here. But, well, we've been chasing this thing for the last 40 minutes, along with about 6 or 7 others.
Jed points at the blades that are at the end of this thing's claws. Were they all like that?
Aye, all like that. About 45 minutes, an hour ago. Supposedly, these things were just set loose from a little bit up north and just started running rampant.
Is this the last one? Or are they all taken care of?
I've no idea. I mean, us lot here, we were tasked with hunting this one down. The rest of the guards at the gate had to mobilise and find the rest, so possible there might be a few more, but who knows? Where have you lot come from?
Well, where we came from is less important than where I'm going. I gotta go find a barrel of water because this shit is disgusting.
Alright, that's fair. But yeah, just be mindful if...
I mean, Jed's already said his piece. He's gonna kind of turn away and start searching the market for a barrel.
They be all over the place. Granted, it's not exactly clean water, but it's...
I mean, it's better than bug ass.
Yeah. Alright, just be mindful if you're heading up north into Polter District, because that's where these things burst out of.
Jed raises his poopy-covered hand at him, kind of waves at him as he's still working on cleaning himself off.
I think we can find some errands to run. Probably to the south.
Well, look. Hold on. And the captain will turn to one of the guards, and the other one's like, yes, sir. Dip in your pouch. Fish out if, well, he looks over the Savager. Kicks it with a plated boot. Alright. Give him a full sovereign, aye. Alon, the guard, just nods, dips into a pouch at his waist and produces a single gold coin. And raises it towards the group. He doesn't make any motion to step towards you. You know, there's a sense of smug superiority to the watch, and he just sort of stands there with the single gold coin outstretched.
Well, thank you very much, good sir. That's awfully generous of you.
Well, it's quite rare to see the peasantry of this city stand up to something like that. But, well, looking at the state of you all, brigands, bandits, I'll overlook it this time, but, well, let's not catch you again, yeah?
Very much so. We'll keep out of your way, sir.
Alright. Well, look, since you're kissing my arse, go on. And the warden captain just thumbs over his shoulder. Fuck off. We'll get the rest of this cleaned up here and, well, do you hear anything about renegade mages bringing fucking their weird creations up? Make sure you report it to the gates, aye?
Absolutely. We want nothing to do with magic. That's half the danger.
Alright. I'm going to roll... I'm going to say this first. You begin to see now that, you know, the rest of the guards, at least, have begun to assemble around the corpse of the Savager. I'm going to roll an investigation check. I would say Garrett, Cypher, you two are nearby. Vanya as well, she'd be looking. You get the impression that the guards are just currently glancing over now. There are a few obvious signs of magic use on this creature. Several blasts in its shoulder of, you know, blackened carapace where the shadow bolt hit. The slight crackle of flesh where the arcane kaleidoscope burst through.
Hang on. I need
Go
to
on.
find it. Where's the button?
No, no rush. But that's you get the impression that they're starting to just look over this corpse while the guard
Okay.
captain's talking to Garrett.
I'm going to use a psychic wisp contact the rest of the group
Mm-hmm.
and say, magic casters, move away. Let me do the talking.
Cypher was going to go for his dagger, and then he's like, and turns and goes towards Vanya.
Roll me a deception check, Cypher, quick.
A deception, you say?
Yeah.
19.
All right. As you're walking away, one of the guards steps out towards you. He goes, "Oi! Oi, you!
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what you were looking for." And he offers the dagger that he picked up towards Cypher.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
And he gingerly takes it, puts it under his jacket, and then goes to help Vanya, because she's got a nasty cut in her back.
That warden just walks off and just begins to survey some of the corpses. Garrett.
Okay, sirs. If there's nothing else, we'll be getting on our way. If it pleases you.
Yeah, I've already told you lot to fuck off. Why are you still here?
Oh, we're going now.
All right.
Thank
And
you
so
for your
that wa-
protection.
Yeah, you hear the warden captain just saying, "All right, lads, what we got?"
And I say to Cypher and Vanya as I walk past, move.
Cypher will put his arm round her, prop her up, stymie the cut, and be like, "Come on, let's go."
And I say telepathically to the entire group, down the side street as quick as possible. We do not want to be answering any more questions.
Yeah, so Reza's got the bag of loot.
Mhm.
Can we all, sorry, before Reza starts, can we just kind of like cluster right here so that they can't see her like move down
Well,
here?
I have a question.
Okay.
Over here, this dark alley that's kind of like this thing
Yeah.
here, does that go off into an alley where she knows she can loop around and meet back up with them?
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes. That will indeed allow you. There seems to be a large building that you can just loop around and come at them from the south.
All right, so Reza's gonna catch Garrett's eye, nod toward the alley, and then take off straight down this alley, staying out of their eyesight with the bag of loot. And that nod, Garrett would know means I'm gonna meet you around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you want me to make a stealth roll?
nope, they were looking in. One of the guards was looking in the direction of the rest of the party,
Okay.
and all he sees is Vanya limping off. Jed, Cypher, and Garrett make their way further down. He completely misses Reza. So with all of you now away, it will be at this moment where one of the guards points towards the corpse and go, "Hey, sir, that's not been done by any normal weapon."
I was waiting for them to find an arrow stuck in it. Be like, where's the archer?
I mean, they didn't take too much notice on who had what weapons, but magic damage would certainly leave a slightly, well, I say slightly, very much a different wound than physical weapons. And again, psychic knife, there'd be puncture wounds with no sign of a weapon. So, with that, you all begin to make your way through the lower streets, alleys, I guess in the direction of the folly.
Indeed.
All right. Well, in that case, then, before we head back to the folly, shall we call a quick beer out back there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. In that case, then, I'm going to throw that up, and I too will be right back.
Hi-oh.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back.
Cha. All right.
Back.
Round two of getting in this ice ball. No, we're right this time. Not made a fool of myself.
It's unfortunate.
Not this time, at least.
Not for that reason, at least.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right.
What are you sipping on?
The last of the spiced rum, last of the pirate's grog.
Nah.
It's
F
all
for
gone
the
now.
fallen bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, F for the fallen bottle. I mean, granted, I went through probably 3/4 last week.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, there wasn't a great deal left. Enough for 2 glasses, but...
Hello.
Welcome back. Alright, in that case, Jump, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Well, we'll get back into it then, shall we? So... with you all making a break from the Estonian Wardens, you spend the next 45 minutes to an hour making your way through the back alleys of Market Row, eventually into lower streets, and of course, to the Folly. By this point, you know, you set out, was it late at night? To the thank table originally?
No, it's,
No,
it's morning.
Middle of the day.
Yes, middle of the day. So I would say by this point it would probably be 10, 11, maybe even, you know, sort of midnight, as you eventually make your way back into the Folly. Anyone wish to do anything in particular while you're on the return trip? Or are you all good?
I'm just gonna see if I can just patch up Vanya with just a basic bandage, you know, just like a pressure bandage.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check with disadvantage. All right. Bare minimum, I'll give Vanya a single point of HP to be returned.
I will take it.
Yeah, I mean the bandage, you know, for someone who's not trained, it's not bad, Cypher. It's not bad at all.
He watches Garrett.
Yeah. Oh.
Let her die.
She'll say, "Thank you, Cypher. You're a true friend."
Okay.
So with that, you're going to make your way into the Folly. Now, with it being, you know, 11, or round about midnight-ish at least, Falco's on the door, along with the... well, there are 2 guards remaining now. You know what? No, let's say at this point, Kruger's on the door, along with Falco. One of the arsehole who you guys recruited several days back, if you remember him.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
We met him at Dwyn's, right?
Yeah, you did. You met him at Dwen's. So yeah, let me let's grab his portrait.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he one of the folks who used to work for Taban?
Correct. Yep. He did indeed. All right. So with that, as you make your way, yeah, again back to the Baron's Folly. As you get to the door, Falco stood there on guard along with the newly recruited Kruger. And Falco looks at you all as you begin to make your way down the main street towards it and immediately calls out, "Fucking hell, you lot look rough."
Jed just says, mm-hmm, and then just keeps walking.
Just as Jed walks past Falco, Kruger chimes in. "Oh, fuck you now, you're shit off a shovel, you, mate. Oh, no, not a word now. All right, go and get your drink then, big lad."
Yeah, Jed just ignores him and keeps walking.
Cypher walks up and he goes, there was a big spider, and he jumps.
What, Falco or?
Both of them, like to
Emma.
see if you get one of them to jump.
Yeah, he's Falco immediately goes, oh, the fucking, for fuck's sake.
I got him.
Aye, all right, it did.
Well, yeah,
Spider?
seriously, the big spider. Yeah, it had knives for hands.
What, spider with knives for hands? How do you lot find this shit, honestly? Before you turned up, it was just drunken idiots that I had to deal with, but now, no, it's got fucking vampires and tieflings, spiders with fucking blades on their legs.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the big guys with the armor. Yeah, they're out and about.
Wait, what? Oh,
Wardens.
you are
Okay.
fucking joking me.
No.
Nope.
Why? Why are the wardens on the streets?
And Surfer goes again. Spider.
Ah! Fucking. Alright, well, look. Asmund's been pacing back and forwards for the last few hours, just waiting to hear what's happened, so, I'm glad to see you all back in one piece. I take it, table's ours, aye?
Let's just say we wouldn't want Asmund wearing a hole in half.
Falco just grins towards Garrett and nods. Alright, well, look, go in. Tell Asmund he can fucking wait, right? You lot look like you need a rest first, so get yourself washed up, right? Bite to eat, bit of a drink. If Asmund gives you any shit, just point him out to me, and I'll say. But yeah, take a breather. Looks like you've fucking needed it at least.
We've had easier days, let's put it like.
So this is what I'm, gonna look fucking forward to going, eh? Is walking out, getting into fights every night with spiders with blades on them.
If you're lucky, you might.
Oh, well, consider me fucking blessed. Kruger just grins. It's not a pleasant, he's not a pleasant man. And his grin is also just, it makes your skin crawl. He just nods. Well, in that case, then, I hope the pay's good.
I mean, where else are you gonna get paid?
Reza says, Kruger, take the door, and pulls Falco inside with them.
Alright. Oh, what's this? All of the fucking shit drinks get knocked up in price? Good shit. And with that, Kruger just motions over to the small outside drinks rack. Rubs his hands together. And, yeah. Falco's easily dragged inside, led in by Reza and followed by Garrett, Cypher and Vanya. As you step inside the Baron's Folly, by this point, Jed's already found himself in his usual stool by the bar. Julian has already put a couple of bottles in front of him.
Settling in for a long night.
Yeah, but Asmund's already over Jed's shoulder.
Jed is pointedly ignoring him as he keeps drinking.
No, so come on, tell me, how did it go? Is it all sorted now? Hey? Julie, don't give him the fucking bottles. He's got to ask me damn questions. Jed.
Asmund.
Ah! The dwarf claps his hands together, grins widely, and just waddles over towards Garrett.
No, I've got something here somewhere for you. And Garrett starts patting his pockets.
Come on!
Where it is.
No, don't do this to me, fucking hell! Hey, you look like shit, Vanya.
Let me just tell you, I learned something through these challenges.
Aye, what's that?
Yeah. Well, you travel down many roads, and the roads to success and the road to failure. What I learned they're exactly the same, and
A
I
flagon
just-
comes hurling across the room from the direction of where Reza had been drinking, straight for Vanya's head.
she's gonna duck,
Okay. Yeah.
and then
You duck
pops
at the
back
last
up
minute.
and says, we just gotta learn from those failures, and I'll achieve success again.
Sure, but actually, Asmund looks at Vanya, looks over his shoulder towards Reza, who's made her way to the bar, and then back to Vanya. You know what? I'm going to worry about that later. Garrett! Asmund turns towards Garrett, extends a hand towards him. Give me!
So Garrett puts his hand inside his tunic and pulls out a rolled up parch with a wax seal on it. I take it this is what you want?
I don't know!
Have a look.
Oh, don't mind if I do. So,
Now,
so go on.
before you open that, I did incur a bit of a loss, so I would like reimbursing for the money paid.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Before you
Alright.
start moaning, read it first.
Alright. Oh, here we go. Asmund snatches the sealed scroll from Garrett's outstretched hand. Trudges over to his desk near the fireplace, heavily sits down in the chair, takes out a small dagger and cuts the seal. Unfurls and begins to read. And further Oh! No. Huh? Is this right? And he taps he taps the parchment in front of him.
Garrett's just sat at the bar grinning.
A silver coin!
Yeah, it was a pricey venture, but we got there in the end.
You bought the thanked table for a silver fucking piece.
Yeah,
Oh well,
we
shit.
let him take his own money and all his belongings. What was his? But we bought the premises and everything in it for a silver coin.
Well, fucking hell. All right, in that case, then I will happily reimburse you plus extra. So, Asmund opens the drawer with a key to his side, takes out his a coin pouch, walks over towards Garrett, smiles, more like a shit-eating grin. All right, hand.
Out goes the hand.
So, 1 silver coin for the purchase. Reimbursed, eh? There you go. Puts the silver piece in Garrett's hand. And, don't ever say that Asmund Mason's a stingy piece of shit, because I'm going to fucking double what you paid. He's going to put a second silver coin in Garrett's hand.
Your generosity is only surpassed by your heart.
Aye, alright, fuck off, here you go. And following that, the small pouch of silver is dropped in Garrett's hand.
It's 2 silver pieces. Do we need to bring pouches into this?
No, he adds a pouch on top of the 2 silver coin.
Oh, okay, all right.
Which, again, equates to roughly, there's 100 silver coins in the pouch in total. All right.
Can I
Go for it.
can I say that as soon as they got in there, Reza went upstairs and put the sack of loot in their room first before she
I
came
wondered
back
what
down.
you were gonna do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of the rings, the amulets, the coin,
The
baubles.
Marbles, except for the anti-magic ball,
Okay.
which she kept on herself.
Okay. So as Asmund drops this coin pouch into Garrett's hand and looks around the tavern for the rest of the group. Fucking hell, why are all you lot sat like a million miles away from each other? Fucking look, Garrett, do me a favour, just get everyone round, will you? Around the central, around the fireplace. We'll have a chat.
And Garrett's just gonna use his psionic link that he's got with everyone from when he cast the spell earlier
Mm-hmm.
and say, Asmund, what's your?
Can you just
then remembering-
notch by one, Lee? Just or one by chance?
And then remembering about the anti-magic orb, I'm going to follow Reza upstairs and get her.
Okay. So it's going to take a couple of minutes for Garrett to grab Reza. What are the rest of you doing? Anything in particular?
No. Jed stands up off the stool, grabs 2 bottles in one hand, and saunters his way over to the fireplace and makes himself comfortable.
Jed, just a moment, if you would. You haven't paid for those.
I will.
You will. All right. I'll add it to the tab. Yes.
Yep.
Ah,
Raises the bottles in the air and keeps walking.
It's at this moment that Lyella, Julian's daughter, just walks up alongside Jed, rests a hand on his shoulder, smiles, offers him a wink, grins, and walks back into the kitchen. Not in a sort of flirtatious way, more of a, a knowing gesture.
Okay. Jed's confused.
So, with that, several moments pass and eventually Reza and Garrett return from upstairs. As you all gather around the central table with Asmund and Falco.
Wait, does Reza have the anti-magic orb on her?
Yeah, she is staying as like whatever side of the table Cypher's on, she's gonna be like the opposite. Like stay
Okay.
away from him.
You're going to stay out of 10 feet, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Asmund will obviously notice this, alright, so, you've got the, eye.
But you're talking to me.
No, I'm talking to the fucking thin air, obviously. I am talking to you.
What's your question, Asmund?
But I don't want to fucking shout it out. You've got the thing,
did
right?
did we find the twin to your little bauble upstairs? Yes, and I'm holding it.
All right, good. When we're done here, if you could do me a favour and just, actually, no, I'll have it back for the moment. All right, so Asmund claps his hands together and looks around the group. Good news, I guess. Hey.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh,
Vanya's
Oh.
like, sure. She's a little down.
fucking hell, you've just taken over our rivals. Killed off the fucking queen bitch. Drove her minions and fucking I don't know what else and that's a fucking buzzkill. Anyway, He holds up the scroll in his hand. So, with me having now the thank table, this place, congratulations, has now been leased to you lot. This is yours. Ye are now the Council of the Baron's Folly. Do what you need to do. Run it however you want to run it. Obviously, I want, let's 15% of your profits.
So for a look at Garrett and be like,
Garrett's gonna just hold up both hands with 8 fingers, 2 thumbs, just up, and nods to Cypher. See if he picks up on it.
10%.
Fucking what? 10? You're getting a building. You're getting even fucking
You're getting a
Falcor.
bigger building. And we still have to pay Falco.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage. That's a pretty solid argument. He's getting a bigger building, a nicer building.
That cost 1 silver.
That costs 1 silver, yeah.
14.
Holy shit. What the fuck did you roll there?
Like a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck me. Fucking 10. 14? Hey, 14.
11.
13.
11.
That's not how it works. You meant to call 12.
12.
Oh, that makes it just fucking awkward to count. Fine, take the fucking 10, you bastards.
Cypher's like, victory.
Alright. Go on,
In
Garrett.
that case, you might want these, and I chuck him the keys to the same table.
You know what? I'm gonna make Asmund roll a fucking dexterity saving throw. Or ability check.
That's where he loses a knight to a key. It's going to be great.
Oh no, you went. At the last minute, he just manages to catch him. Sink. Oh, hey, that's actually, yeah, I might need them. All right, fair. I see what that was your fucking trump card, eh? To lower the price. Ah, you sly pieces of shit, the fucking lot of you. Question
you didn't
though.
employ us because we were pushovers now, did you?
Hey, you've got the point there. All right, well, look, you've done fucking. Falco, do me a favor. Just what time is it? Just call it an early closing time. Kick the rest of these fuckers out. Falco just looks around and then back to Asmund and nods. All right, I guess I'll. Sure. Not exactly busy anyway. There's only a few. Yeah, fuck it. All right, boss. In fact, are you boss? Yeah. And Falco just begins to usher the remaining drinkers out of the tavern. There's a few protests, and you hear the sound of flesh on flesh as someone loses a tooth. But eventually Falco manages to drag the last few punters out of the Baron's Folly, closes the door, drags Kruger in, locks it. And it's then when Asmund, I'm not exactly one for, heartfelt thanks and appreciative words, but I hope that I can at least rely on ye lot to do me a couple of favors if I need them.
At this moment, Vanya kind of like you hear the chair go back real loud, and she just bangs on the table. And she says, I'm not going to let this get me down. Just like how you have trust in me, you have to give trust to get trust, right? I trust
Sure.
all of you with my life. I trust you.
Ah,
Well,
gone.
there's one thing that needs to be addressed. Looking at Vanya.
And she's like doing the finger to the eye and then mouthing, I trust you.
Oh my god.
Tonight, Vanya has proven to all of us here that she is not to be trusted when our lives are in danger, and that she will instead follow her own selfish pursuits, regardless of the objectives of the group.
It's a bit harsh.
I would like to bring forward to everyone else here Vanya needs to decide whose side she's on. Either you're with us or you're against us.
Did you not just hear my speech about trust and how
You
I
can
trust
trust
you guys?
us as much as you want, but your actions speak louder than your words, and you are not to be trusted. All you care about are your own selfish desires, your little program in the Coinflow district, and spreading as much positive drivel as you can.
It's been working. You could use some positivity.
You betrayed my trust in the most
Oh, Vanya, just...
disgusting way possible this evening. And I dare say, there's no way you could earn it back at this point. I do not have your back, Vanya, because I know you do not have mine. So, I say it again. Whose side are you on?
But you
Ours
just
or Vanya? Shut up for once and listen to the words that are being said to you. Your mouth is what gets you into trouble. Sit down, shut up, and realize that no one at this table trusts you. No one here likes your program, and everyone here is angry with you for your actions.
So
I'm not
the
angry, just for the
question,
record.
the question that you asked was rhetorical? Because you don't want me to talk?
No. I want you to think about what you have actually done tonight.
I mean, I've been thinking about it,
No. No, you've been thinking about it from your own perspective. What I am telling you is you need to
that's my
think about
thoughts.
it from the perspective of those around you. Because I
Well,
would
but you
happily let
told
you
me
die in
to
the
think.
street for what you did tonight.
Well, I'm getting conflicting messages from you because you're telling me to choose between you guys, but then now you're telling me that you don't have my back.
She just stares at her, like, sure, keep digging that hole with your mouth. Go for it.
Listen, I can promise you guys that I will not settle for average, that I will bring my best in the moment. And whether it fails or succeeds, at least you know that I have given it my all.
Jed gets up and walks to the bar and just keeps drinking.
Falco also joins Jed. Just Asmund sat there looking at Reza and then Vanya and then Reza and Vanya.
You fucking idiot. You are
Ah,
fucking clueless.
How about you two? And Asmund points towards Vanya and then towards Reza. Whatever the fuck happened, you sort it out later. Reason being, and more importantly, I've got a new fucking pub to run. So, Asmund then glances back towards Garrett. I've got the keys. I got the deed. Bank table's mine, eh?
It's all yours. It's locked
Okay.
up, secured, just ready for you to move in and do what you will with it.
Alright, perfect. So, this place is yours. Obviously, 10%. Well, I say this place is yours. Technically, the building's still mine, but you're running it. 10% of any profits go to me. You're pilfering Falco, Julian, Lyella, and Francis. Is that right?
I wouldn't say pilfering. Giving them gainful employment in a place they call home.
Asmund looks over his shoulder towards Falco. Oh, is that what you're calling it, is it, eh? And you just see Falco raise a single middle finger over his shoulder before returning to his bottle with Jed. Alright, well look. I'll give you lot a week or so, you know, get your foot in, see what you want to do. In regards to, and he points towards Vanya and Reza. Let them two sort whatever feud they've got, and then we'll see about
Fuck
sorting
you,
some.
Asmund. And she walks over to the bar.
Oh! Fuck me, anyone thought I'd killed your Anyway, once that's done, we'll have a chat on business and, you know, see where you want to take things, what you want to do, how you want to, you know, if there's anything I can help with, I'll do my best to help you out, but apart from that, you fuckers are on your own now. Also, ball, orb, mine. Got that back.
Reza turns around, pulls the orb out of her pocket, and like Major League Baseball, like curveballs it at him.
Okay. Unexpected. So is this the one? No, he took his own
No,
back.
he's got his. This
He's
is
got
Max,
his. This
the
is
one
the
we've got.
max one. Yeah. All right. I'll do a dexterity saving throw. Unexpected disadvantage. Reza, roll me a dexterity check, and I will do the same
Okay.
with Asmund. Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Twist of fate it is.
fucking. All right, twist of fate, success. So this is on a success, Asmund catches it. On a fail, he doesn't. Reza, I'll let you roll the twist of fate.
Alright. And we
What's the
blame
fucking
Diesel if this
chances?
goes south.
What? Ah! So as you yeet this anti-magic orb towards Asmund, he at the last minute just sees it coming, reaches a hand out and catches it. Granted, completely thrown off by this turn of events, he leans back, falls off his chair as he grabs hold of it and just cradles it to his chest as the back of the chair hits the cobblestone below. What the fuck are you doing throwing these things around? Fuck, if thou shot it, we'd all be dead, you stupid wench.
She just gives him the finger.
Oh!
Cypher goes over to help him up, and then looking over him, his face starts sagging. He's like, "You okay?" And then throws it all over himself.
No, I'm fine. Fucking hell, don't do that. You give a dwarf nightmares.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh, take it away.
Shit. Garrett! And Asmund just thrusts this orb towards Garrett.
Garrett takes it.
Just stick it with the others, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Just, I don't know. Just, oh. So, yeah.
So are you taking this away with you, or are we keeping it here so we've got
No.
a secure room at both bars?
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. Both of these things, I thought that no one knew where they were. Right? It's obvious that some people know. People in higher positions than us, in districts better than ours, with more money than I was actually going to ask you this in a week's time, but since you brought the fucking subject up, I'll give you some food for thought now. Both of these two anti-magic orbs I need out of my fucking sight. Not just hiding, I need them gone, and I need people who are above us, if you catch my drift. I need them to know that we also don't have them. So I don't care whether they go into an auction. I don't care whether you give them to some random fucking bum on the streets to, traipse out and die. We cannot hold these two items anymore.
That's sound thinking.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want one, you can fucking take it. But the other one that belongs to me, you need to make sure, I will pay you to make sure that it's not associated with my name.
I feel the whole Taban issue was caused because of these things. And if they were not in any of our possession, it might give us some measure of safety going forwards.
Mm-hmm. So, the thank table, I know that place is, well, I would imagine that there's not going to be many people looking there, considering the fact that only we know Tabarn's dead. So for the moment, I dare say for a couple of weeks at least, we can hide him there. But my last sort of task for ye lot would be to devise a way to get rid of both of these fucking orbs, as well as making sure that, our names are cleared from
them. Okay. We'll put our noses to the ground, see what we can find out.
All right. Sounds good to me. Last but not least, I'm going to spend my last night here, and then I'll get the rest of the lads who are, well, fucking, I say lads. Lad! I'm going to hire some more dudes. Aye, the last lad to help me shift the stuff to the thank table, and then I'm going to go on a bit of a fucking spending spree to hire some new blood. I dare say that you lot might have to start thinking of the same too.
Oh, word to the wise. Behind the bar, there's a trapdoor leading downstairs. Have a look down there before you spend too much money.
Alright, I'll do just that. In that case, then I'm gonna fuck off to my chamber. If any of ye want to chat with me before, you know where to find me.
Will do.
And with that, Asmund steps up from his desk near the fireplace, casts a glance around the Baron's Folly, calls out to Julian for a bottle to be delivered to his room, and heads upstairs, leaving you all in the tavern alone. Apart from, again, Julian, Falco, Francis, and Lyella. And Kruger.
Cypher,
Yeah.
come over here. Let me have a chat with you.
Okay. Did I do something wrong?
No. Quite
Okay,
the
then.
opposite, actually.
We'll go. I'm glad. What's up?
How's your arm?
He holds up. It's okay. She did it. She bit it, but it didn't hurt too bad. It didn't bleed
Okay.
much.
You know how you were asking about when you become an adult,
Mm-hmm.
how you dealt with Reza?
Mm-hmm.
That was how an adult deals with things.
It's
I'm
pretty
so
awesome,
proud of you.
Right? Yeah.
I'm very, very
You
proud.
see his lips start to quiver, and he gets all teary. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's pretty cool.
You're very cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
He just gives him a big one-armed, like, bear hug type affair and ruffles his hair and... So...
Mary Poppins.
But,
Now we gotta fix it, right?
yeah, I don't know how, because
I got an
Reza's
idea,
hurt bad.
but I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah? What do you need from me?
For everybody to be able to see, right? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You think can you do that? Everybody? Just not one or two, but everybody. Apart from well, he's blind, so he can't really see. Yeah, just us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We
I
can-
don't
we
have a
can help.
clue what's going on here. Carry on.
I mean, Garrett kind of. Oh, I'm guessing are on the same wavelength.
Glad somebody is.
That thing that we were gonna do a while back.
Yes.
With yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that whenever, when it's just us five, though, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
I know.
As
So.
time goes on, Julian had end up. There's no more customers, to serve. Falco kicked them out. You're pretty much in charge of the bar, and you can tell Francis, Lyella, Julian, and Falco to fuck off, and Kruger whenever you want. So it's pretty much now. It's down to you. If you want to clear the bar, you can clear the bar.
Yeah, we'll be polite about it and be like, you guys can just clear out for the night.
I got a really nice restaurant, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's I mean, are we going out of business?
No, we're not going out of business.
Oh, okay. Normally you kicked all the people out, and I thought, I've got no food to cook.
What?
Is it a secret meeting?
No, just a chat amongst friends. It's okay.
Am I not your friend? Huh? That's how it is, Oliver. That's how it is.
We thought you might like an early night, Francis. You've got to be up early to do breakfast. So,
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just sort of, ragging on the fucking young'un because it's nice and easy, isn't it? Alright, well, I'm gonna phone over. I'll see you all in the morning, and can I take a bottle with me? I guess you're the boss now.
of course you can.
Yeah, appreciate it. Well, in that case, I'll see you all tomorrow. And with that, Francis just walks towards one of the back shelves, leans as high up as he can, takes a bottle from the top shelf, looks over to Jed, grins with his single tooth. Your bottle.
Jed, yep. Cheers him with a different bottle. And says, yeah,
you want
know.
okay, what's up, Hill?
Yeah.
Let me go get a barrel then, 'cause I'm a bit short. Francis goes into the kitchen, takes a barrel, comes back out, puts the barrel on the ground, unsteadily gets upon it, reaches to the very top, pulls off, 2 bottles from the very top shelf. Puts one in front of Jed. With his single tooth, uses it like a bottle opener to break the cork. Hoists it towards Jed. Cheers,
Jed raises his, pops the cork out, and then gently enough clinks his bottle against Francis's, and then upends the bottle.
New management.
Into his mouth.
New management. I'll see you more. Yeah. Francis just takes a swig out of the bottle, makes her way into the kitchen, and you hear the back door open, close. The sound of a heavy lock being turned. Julian says nothing. He's still here. he's just holding his head in his hands. And Layla just escorts him back to the front door where Falco waves them off as they make their way to the... So go on, Reza.
Reza's gonna catch Falco's eye and give him a look and say, I'll see you later.
Hey, hello.
Poor Falco.
Sure. Yeah. I'll be... yeah. He just awkwardly points upstairs and nods as he also kicks Kruger out because, Kruger doesn't live in the Barons Hall. He's in the bunkhouse.
You're fuck off.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck off, you bastard. You're not fucking... You've got to earn your new place, you twat. Go on, get out of here. With that, the door's locked. Everyone's now out. Falco makes his way upstairs to his room. Asmund's in his chamber for the last night, leaving the rest of you in a now empty Baron's Folly.
Cypher's gonna start by grabbing Vanya's hand and be like, come on.
Where are you taking me? I was gonna go take this mug, this tankard back to to the botanist.
That's cool. We do that tomorrow. I got something to show you.
Oh.
And he'll drag her over to Teresa, take her by the hand and be like, come on.
Okay.
Reza lets Cypher lead her.
He doesn't have a third hand, so he just kind of kicks Jed.
He could make a third hand if he were really trying.
Yeah, you know what? You'll grow tail and put...
Oh, all right. So, Jed, as you're sat on this stool at the bar, you just immediately feel this tail wrap around your waist. Oh, not so much wrap around. Yeah.
Hook around your belt.
You would feel this tail hook around you.
Jed kind of looks down at it. Well, that's disconcerting. And then he turns around and sees the tail coming out of Cypher's ass and him leading Teresa and Vanya away and fucking goes with him, I guess.
What if it wasn't coming out of his ass?
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Is it orgy time already? Okay.
I'm just gonna say, remember Deadpool 2. Not Deadpool, The Boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cypher, continue.
Oh no.
So he's going to drag them all to a table, sit them all down, and be like, so something happened today, and well, Vanya did a boo-boo, you prized, broke a trust, but at the same time, Teresa, we're family, and you're supposed to trust us with everything, even the silly little secrets. So, as a pact of us being like a family, right? We're like a family, right?
Who is
Family.
asking that question to?
Okay, cool. I want to show you something. With Garrett's help, can everybody hold hands?
Yes.
Garrett takes Cypher's hand in one and hangs his other hand out for someone to take.
Jed grabs.
Reza just gonna break this like friendship circle and make sure she's not holding Vanya's hand.
Fair. Okay.
Hmm.
Everybody holding hands now. Okay.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Empty your head. And just listen. Okay? And with that, you'll hand over to Garrett's psychic powers to link all their minds together.
Mm-hmm.
So the sonic link still active from earlier because it hasn't been that long. So Cypher's power is being linked through me, and I'm basically being a repeater to, in all intents and purposes, beam the images into everybody else's heads.
And Cypher's, you're gonna hear Cypher's words in your head, and you're gonna hear no secrets. This is the story of me. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. And instead of opening your eyes, you realize you don't see it. It's more of a sensation. You feel like you're in water. You're surrounded in water. And for a moment, you open your eyes, and it's a green, murky water, and you panic. Moment of panic, but then you calm. You realize you don't have to breathe. You're not suffocating. You're all right, and you feel comfortable. Like it's warm and soothing, and you can kind of make shapes outside, and you can press your hand up against a piece of glass, and you realize you're looking through Cypher's eyes. But you can feel it at the same time. It's like you're actually there. And then you drift off again. And then the next time you open your eyes, the glass is broken, the green liquid's spilling out everywhere. There's people in dark cloaks, burning everything, and you're scared. You lash out with the shadows, and you run. Naked, you're a stringy, horrible creature, and the next couple of flashes are you running and running and running. It's like you're being chased or you're scared. Everything you bump into is either trying to kill you or is horrified by you. Until you find yourself in a little boat shed. And it's cold and it's raining and you hear a noise. And then you blink again. And you see somebody lying on the floor. But now you're holding a piece of bread. And you're just eating away quite pleasantly, eating away a piece of bread. And Garrett was the only one that witnessed this earlier on, but the same scene is happening. And as Cypher, the person, eats the bread, you see the prone body of a young man on the floor, and he is immediately recognizable. He's got a blow to the head, he's got a little cut, but it's the face that Cypher wears every day. And you realize in that moment, that's where Cypher got the face from. And then you blink again, and you're all back in the room.
Jed kills the bottle he's holding.
And that was my life before I met Garrett and you guys.
Retza just leans in and gives Cypher like a warm, tight hug, and then moves back to her space.
Vanya's just speechless.
Now, not now, but in the future. I'd like to know everybody else's story. Yeah?
I think that's fine, Cypher.
You're right. I will say, though, if I may. The information that was learned about me tonight could be very dangerous to the family members I have that are still living, which is part of the reason I am so angry. So I would ask you all to hold that information like your own deepest, darkest secret.
I wasn't ever gonna tell anybody, but I'm definitely not. Sorry, Garrett, go ahead.
We make a pact here and now. Everything we know about each other stays between us and no others. When we're ready to open up and tell the group about our past lives, our experiences, it's to our own timings, our own decisions, and it will not be forced by magical means or any other.
Jed nods.
Agreed.
Deal.
I swear.
And Vanya, she had the tankard that had all those ashes in it, and she's gonna hand that to Reza and say, I was gonna go and make a deal with the botanist so that you guys wouldn't be mad at me anymore. But you can have the cup now.
I need to know, Vanya, do you understand why I am so mad at you?
Well, yeah, because it was your secrets, and I was just only trying to help and try to, make you more positive and less angry. I get that now. I get that because, I haven't really told who I am. I mean, I will eventually. But yeah, I get that. I get that. I'm sorry.
Reza looks shocked. Thank you.
No, thank you for your forgiveness and trust.
That may come a little bit later. But thank you for recognizing and apologizing.
Dreamed about success.
Don't spoil
Less
it.
is more.
Fucking
guys are
love
right.
Garrett.
So we have a pact. 5 of us here. When the time is right, we will open up and share. But it is our own choice when we do. We will keep each other's secrets and have each other's backs.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Yep.
Then the pact is sealed. The pact is sealed.
Okay, I'm tired now. I gotta go to bed.
Go to bed, little one. Sleep well.
Have a good night, Cypher. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be too rough on Falco.
I mean, I'm not as angry as I was anymore, so he might be a little disappointed, but we'll see how it goes.
Did I just cock block Falco?
Sounds like it.
Oh, poor Falco. Fucking proud DM moment. All right. So, with Cypher heading to sleep, are the rest of you wanting to do the same?
I feel like we are long overdue for that sweet, sweet long rest.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yay!
There is no immediate threat for the next few days that springs to mind. You've been given, a week or so to have a think and plot the next moves. Over the span of the next couple of days, Asmund ends, moving out all of his shit from his room and officially hands over the Baron's Folly to all 5 of you as a singular council. Whether or not anyone steps up to take leadership is entirely down to you lot. As far as Asmund's concerned, as long as he gets his 10% cut of profits at the end of every month, he doesn't give a shit. He does reiterate that there will be times when he will lean on you for favors, and due to the fact that he still owns the building, you're just kind of running it for him as you want. But yeah, by this point you get the impression that Asmund's, in spite of being a stingy piece of shit, he does trust you all, and is he will be there for you should you need him, but at the same time he also believes that you'll be there for him if he needs.
I know, because everyone's wondering, Reza, does rock Falco's world.
Oh yeah,
And then
no,
she
no, no,
starts
no,
her
no.
long rest.
No, hang on. Let's bring Falco into this equation, shall we? Let's have Falco roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
just
Jesus.
to see.
Please don't kill our
Grab
guard
hips.
captain.
Oh, he's fine. He doesn't care. You know, one. Is it
He's
just
a
the once?
fit man.
He is, yeah. His world is rocked, but he's good to go again. Oh yeah, Falco's a machine.
Jesus.
That was my first roll. That was my second roll. Your long rest is extended by a little bit, Reza.
Okay, that's
but-
fair. I started
but-
this. This is my fault. I take
but-
responsibility.
But yeah, eventually, you know, you do indeed rock Falco's world, and yeah, he's. So I dare say then, what's the plan for the next 3 days worth of downtime with long rest? In fact, before we do that, let's call a very quick break. Yeah, it's been nearly 3 hours 20 minutes or so. We'll call a quick break there. Have a think on what you all have been doing in the 3 days of downtime, apart from rocking Falco's world. And then yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. But before I drop into a BRB, Wolfman, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. I appreciate the support. Thank you very, very much. And of course, welcome in. Marissa666, thank you for the follow as well. And in response to Mythic's earlier comment, if he's still here, I'm good. We do need to have that catch up at some point. It's been a week, let me put it that way. But yeah, I will be right back. So, won't be a second. I've returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Ta.
I'm still here.
Little bit of character bonding there.
Yeah, man.
All right. Jed, you there?
I am.
All right. Reza, are you back? No. All right. So in that case, we'll wait for Reza. With the rest of you, what have you been doing in the 3 days of downtime? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Jed's been after his talk with Asmund about the gutter rats, and the fact was dropped on him that they're active in the city. Jed's going to spend the next couple of days investigating.
Okay.
Asking around, subtly.
Sure.
Trying to see people he might recognize, any. So the gutter rats are called the gutter rats because they tend to hide kind of underneath, little, sewers or
Yep.
whatever. They get converted into like a a base for themselves.
Sure.
So anyway, he's looking for any like entrances, that are big enough for people to get in and out of. Just looking around.
All right. Roll me an investigation check. So you'll definitely be able to find something. This is not so much whether you will find something out about them. This is just how much. So so give me an investigation check. So, I mean, again, you for the the first sort of days investigating, you don't seem to hear too much. A few beggars try and ply bits of coin or drink or food from you in reply to your questions, but what they offer is very little. It's not until the end of the third day where a tidbit of information comes back to you in that there's supposedly rumors that down south in the Piker district and in a smaller town just outside of Piker called Malmstown, that there's been a few kidnappings there.
Okay.
And that the word of gutter rats has been brought up once or twice. Along with the name of Rolsk, Risk, Rursk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of confirmed that there is something going on in Malmstown and Piker. That's been attached to this this gutter rats operation.
Okay. Jed's not currently going to do anything with that information. He's just going to keep it in his back pocket.
Sure. All right. Next up.
I'll go.
All right, go for it. What have you been doing in the 3 days of downtime, Vanya?
So Vanya has been going and scouting for a musician for the bar to
Oh shit! Okay.
to bring a little bit more liveliness to the tavern. And then also, while she's doing it, she is promoting their place and then also asking what they would want from a bar, kind of surveying just to see what kind of positive changes that they could make to get more patrons to come in.
All right. Actively recruiting. I love it. In that case, then I'm going to go out and say, roll me a performance check.
Okay.
How would you go about recruiting? Where would you go to look for an entertainer of, quite a high caliber? Are you going for a musician, a bard, or are you going for, a comedian? What? Give me a bit more to work with.
So I think she would go for both because they need to work different shifts, right?
Okay.
So, because she's going to have kind of like a schedule, kind of like music nights on this night. Maybe I like the idea of a comedian on this night, kind of keep it
Maybe throw in an open mic night.
Yeah, maybe a karaoke
Strippers.
night. Yeah,
I mean, it would work.
a little burlesque show. You never know.
All right.
She's
in that
gonna
case,
take
go on.
what she can get.
I am going to say for your homework for next session, I want some names of some NPCs to fill out the bar in regards to your entertainers. And,
Can we?
you know, go on.
Oh, good.
No,
I was
go for
gonna
it, go for
say, I would like to host some auditions. Is that all right?
Absolutely, you know, fucking absolutely.
I love this.
Okay, and you
yeah.
guys are gonna be there for the auditions. Okay. Perfect.
I am on board with this. It's yeah. I'm gonna make a fool out myself, but I'm on board with it.
All right, so she's out there, like anybody that is has some kind of talent. She's letting them know the day and the time for auditions to come.
All right. I am gonna ask that you have a little bit of a think about again names, what sort of characters you're wanting, from me to portray. I'm happy to portray them, but we'll have a have a think about what sort of thing you want, and we'll get that sorted.
Okay, perfect.
Fuck's
That's
sake.
it for me.
Next up, any volunteers?
Okay, so Garrett's going to be sort of like working on multiple things at once.
Okay.
Firstly, is we working with Falco to get some new guards for the bar,
All right.
because Falco and Kruger just ain't enough.
That's fair. Yeah.
And then he's going to be working with Julian and
Layla?
Francis
Oh, Francis. Okay. Yep.
to learn a bit about what the bar needs, make the business work, because
Sure.
we need to know what's going on. I mean, at the end of the day, the department heads of Francis, Julian, and Falco are going to essentially run the place, but we want to know if we're being robbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In that case,
And
can I get you to roll me a quick D4, please, Garrett?
Yes, you can.
So 2 + 1. I'm going to need you to come up with 3 NPCs for me, please. In regards to name and their,
Gotcha.
their background. So whether they're bandits, brigands, thugs, assassins, thieves, swindlers, so on and so forth. So if you can come up with 3 NPCs for me,
No problem.
those will be your. And again, we'll have a little bit of a skit to introduce them, and I also need to know how you recruited them as well. So if you can have a think on that.
Mm-hmm.
As for the runnings of the tavern, I dare say that's down to all of you lot. So if you all want to have just a bit of a get together on how what direction you guys want to take this in the future, whether you want to turn it into some sort of thieves guild or just as a genuine bar, as a legitimate front, that's entirely down to you. But yeah, so basically so far, entertainers from Vanya, guards from Garrett. Anything else you wish to add, Garrett?
Yeah, and as the society brought up about the anti-magic shells, because they suggested that we used it, so they obviously know about it. They're going to be my first port of call to finding how to get rid of them.
All right. All right. Well, in regards to that, again, I'm going to leave that to all of you to have a discussion or a think about on how you want to get rid of these orbs. Obviously, the society would have an input. So think of the sort of questions you want to ask them, because we'll bring all this up next session. But yeah, definitely have a think of that. That's definitely a solid port of call for getting rid of the anti-magic orbs.
If not them, they'll know someone who to talk to. That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely. All right. Anything further?
No, I think that's enough.
All right.
All right.
Cypher, Reza?
Yeah, I can go. So,
Go for it.
Reza is going to ask Cypher for help to try and find a snack.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll probably get that done in the first couple days.
Yep.
And then her other priority is she just wants to make sure there are not any other loose ends in the Polter district.
Okay.
So she's probably gonna ask for Garrett's help with just to put on a disguise, make her look like a different person, and frequent the other bars in the area over the next week, and just try and see if she picks up any dirt about what the wardens were doing, if they caught all those things, where people think they came from, that kind of thing.
I'll also ask you to roll me an investigation check.
Okay. I know the alphabet.
All right. So one thing I can give you immediately is that in the days following, rumor on the streets of the Polter district is that when supposedly the thanked table was taken over, and it was shortly after that several creatures were released into the streets. One of the witnesses report that they burst out of several alleys, and upon investigation, supposedly there was some sort of arcane force wall keeping these things back. So perhaps like a suicide switch. But that's all I can give you for now.
Okay. So Reza's gut is telling her that she feels like there's a connection.
Absolutely.
Does she feel like that's kind of confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
What I will also say is I'm going to want a little bit of a spiel next week on your snack.
Oh yeah.
Because,
Lucius and I have discussed how this would go down. There will be.
Perfect. So that's your homework.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, then, anything further you wish to add, Reza?
No, I think I'm good.
And last but not least, Cypher.
All right. Before I go, question: do we still have Mac's hand?
Oh God.
I'm gonna say yes. It's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks ish.
Yeah, I don't care if it's pickled.
Yeah,
as long as it's still intact. Okay.
Yeah, you would have Mac's hand, yes.
Okay. So, for weeks now, Cypher's been tinkering with this Gnarljack trap to
Oh no.
to bring it under his control. And seeing the hand in the jar, he was like, I wonder if I can do that. So, now, there's a hand in a jar and a Gnarljack, both with their own shadows tethered to Cypher.
So hang on.
the shadows I've consumed, I've
Yep.
given them to the things, and I'm trying to animate the hand
you're
and control the Nulljack.
Roll me an Arcana check. I feel this is the moment as a DM where I look at this, look at the result, and say, "Yep, you succeed," and then immediately regret this in like 2 or 3 sessions' time.
We'll call it Cypher's hand.
20.
Yeah, I would say through the the several days of downtime, you eventually managed to take control of the shadows of the Nulljack and Max Hand to the point where you can animate them, you can move them. They won't be able to. Let's say things like movement. It'd be like 15 feet per turn.
Yeah.
Because it's
It's rudimentary. It's still
rudimentary.
It's still fledgling. So
Yes.
kind of slow and jerky and a bit weird.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
can we name these items? And can we call the hand Little Mac? Or Big Mac? I'm just putting it out there. Think about it. Let me know next session.
Yeah, sure. Anything else you wish to do in these 3 days of downtime, Cypher? Apart from
No,
helping
he's
Resurrect.
focusing on that during the day, and on nighttime he's helping Resurrect.
Okay. So then, just to reiterate, Jed, I want a little story from you on, how you go about investigating, who you ask, what you find. Garrett, do I need to say any more?
I'm on it.
All right. Vanya, I need you to come up with 3 NPCs. No, is it 3? Yeah, it was 3. No,
You never gave me.
I didn't give you a number.
You never gave me a number.
Yeah. I would say, Romy, I would say between 4 or 6. We don't want too many. Or 3 to 6. Depending on, you know what, I'm going to leave it to you. A number of NPCs for entertainment.
I'll do more than one.
Yeah. Do as many as you need. Even if it's like a troupe of dancers, I'm fine with that. Yeah, just come up with however many you need. Just don't come to me with like 20 NPCs and go, "Hey, yo, voice 20 NPCs solution."
I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
What? Me? No.
Bring me a manageable amount of NPCs for the entertainment side, along with how you recruited them, what they do, and perhaps a little bit of guidance for me on the interview, just so I kind of know what direction you're wanting to go. Because if you just say these are the names, these are the NPCs, go with it, I'll be like, okay. So yeah, if you could do that, I know it's a little bit of homework,
Okay.
but I would appreciate it.
Love it. Got it.
Thank you. Garrett, so you're on for the 3 guards, that's right?
Yeah, I'm on it. Don't
Yep. All right. Cypher's doing his thing. Reza, you need to bring me a story on your sacrifice.
Already
So, yeah.
conspiring.
Perfect. In that case, then, since we've had 2 5-hour sessions previously, I think at 3 hours 40, I think we'll have a shorter one today. What do you all say?
Sounds like a plan to me.
I
We've
support
achieved
that.
everything we set out to do.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Anyone wish to add anything or bring anything to my attention?
I did not think that the Reza being mad at Vanya thing would be resolved in this episode, so
Turn that shit around on you.
yeah, you did.
All I want to say is it's a good thing that you guys did that because she was going to go engage in a contract.
You can't do that if your neck's been ripped out.
Oh dear. Well, in that case, then, if there's nothing further, goodbye.
Bye,
chat.
chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye,
Babe.
chat.
Bye.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, as always. Yeah. A bit of a shorter one today, but I think that kind of balances out the last 5-hour sessions, especially with last week being somewhat intoxicated. Yeah. One day I will. I'll hit those nat 20s one day. On the plus side, at least Garrett's dice rolls were, you know. The thing is with Garrett, he's either super high rolls or super low. I can feel the frustration through the mic. I'm just like, tasty. Lee's there raging behind the mic as the shit rolls, and I'm reveling in it. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for again for tuning in. Thank you for the support as always. Thank you for the follows, and for those who tuned in last week for my birthday, thank you for all the support there. Yeah, I've gave some homework to the players, so we will see how that all pans out next week, I guess. And of course, you know, we got some backstory on Cypher. For the thing that he is. Alright, well, on that, I'm going to head over to the ending screen, and while I do that, we'll find someone to raid. So again, everyone, ta-ta for now.